All right, good news. Chris Mcdonough made a list of 7 questions, and Benny is going to ask them to Dawn, and we're going to get some answers about a few things. But there was a little problem. He didn't answer none of them. Well, he gave one answer that covered a few of them, and that was, I was drinking, and I was just joking around, and it got blown way out of proportion. People don't know how to take a joke. I thought it was amusing. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen, man. It was 40-some minutes of nothing but weird. I'm going to go over it with you. This was like 48 minutes, I think, of Benny and Dawn, one-on-one, a mano-a-mano. Of course, about 10 minutes of it was Benny showing off his new intro. And then he had like a little, I don't know what you'd call that. I guess like a montage of Dawn and Summer. And it was really odd that in the middle of said montage, there's some dude tasing another dude, and they're laughing about it. Just right in smack dab in the middle of Dawn and Summer's montage he was playing. Hey, don't beat the messenger. Let's tell y'all what happened. Alright, so like I said, they brought up the 7 alibis. That was one of the bullet points, or one of Chris's questions was about that. I was joking around. You know, I was drinking. You know how people get. So that was his answer to that. And like I said, there was supposed to have been these questions. None of them get answered. It's all just really odd. This whole 46 minutes of odd. Benny asks Dawn, it was kind of like he was baiting, but the way they broed out throughout this, I wouldn't think he was baiting, but he asked him, he's like, hey, Dawn, how long has it been since you had a drink? Dawn's like, I'm going to say 2-3 weeks. Benny's like, oh, 12 to 13 days. Apparently, Dawn's got him a Benny sitter now. Benny's keeping him in line. Keeping his stories straight. Not letting him get away with that 3 weeks. You ain't even made 2, Dawn. You're a day shy of 2 at the high point of my estimation. So, he called him out on that. But, you know how they say you build somebody up, you knock them down, then you build them back up? I think he was kind of working that. Because after he told him it had only been 12 to 13 days, he did say, proud of you. You've been doing real good. And, you know, hey, it's been almost 2 weeks. That is an accomplishment for Dawn. Because Dawn been getting soused for a while. Then they talk about a lot of the stuff Dawn had. Dawn did. He was just having fun with the YouTubers. You know, y'all need to lighten up. Learn to take a joke. Then Dawn says Summer was the greatest blessing of his lifetime. Now, I would never say that about my daughter if I had other kids. How do you think that would make them feel watching that? You know? I love all my kids equally. Doesn't seem like he shares that thought of treat all your kids the same. You know? Says him and Candace cried every day for 5 months. Who am I to say no? Could have happened? I don't know. You know? Some of it could have been like crying drunk status, but I don't know. I can't confirm or deny that. So the first week was really bad. I would think every day since it happened would be really bad. You know? Said the boys are blaming themselves for not going downstairs with Summer. Well, you know what? All you have to say to them boys is, look, your children, that's not your responsibility. It's me and your mother's responsibility to watch and take care of your sister. So don't you ever blame yourself for what happened. You know? Or, it's not your fault. It's this sick abductor that come and stole her's fault. That's who we need to be blaming. A lot of different ways you could go with that, but it's definitely not the boys' fault. They're the least bit responsible for what's happened. Then, of course, and it took longer than I expected it to, they both started laying in on Chris. Oh, man, Chris just did this for the money. He gave me so much hope. Then I could tell he's just in it for the money. He's just in it for the YouTube views. Is what they said. Chris is a snake, was their exact words. Well, you know, my opinion on the job Chris did is he got a lot out that we would never know if it wasn't for Chris. So, Chris, you're killing it in my book. I think you did great. You know? Then it come up to remember the video I made about his fictional tale of withdrawing the money from the bank, going to Knoxville, slinging candy everywhere. That come up. And Benny basically asked him, did that happen? He talked for a solid 5 minutes and never answered it. So I thought what I could do to help out is explain that whole story is, well, hold on. There's your answer. And let's see what else we got to talk about. Don said he hopes Chris learns from this experience and it makes him better. What's he supposed to learn? I'm not sure. You know? Wasn't really clear to me what the lesson was that Chris was supposed to learn from this. Chris has been in this field for quite a while. I don't think he's going to learn much from this experience. Benny said, you know, he's proud of Don for that Don's kept his Christ-like walk. I have no idea what that meant, and it seemed a little blasphemous to me, so I ain't going to touch that one. Then they talked about, you know, will this be solved? Don said, only God can solve it. Well, TBI probably ain't going to. I don't want to say that, man, because I still have hope. I have hope. I do not want this to turn into an unsolved thing. And I hope that we're going to figure something out pretty soon, because my patience is wearing thin. This just can't be that hard to figure out when you have phone records, interviews, all that. There's no way somebody pulled this off, and it's never going to be caught. I mentioned the thing about in the middle of his little memorial Dawn Summer video, there's a dude tasing another dude. I still don't understand what that was supposed to be about. It seemed really odd to me. Then, like, one of the bullet points that Chris had put was that they didn't search for Summer. And Benny's like, well, I know you searched for her, Dawn. I know. Dawn's like, yeah, well, I'll be riding around, man. I'll look at a house and I'll be like, I don't see her. I'll look in a car and be like, nah. That's what his definition of searching is. It's like, while you're doing whatever, keeping your eyes open. That's searching, apparently. Just passing it along the way I got it, all right? Don't hate the messenger. Then he talks about his dream he had of Summer's running in a field, and she had a big smile on her face. And he said he was like a drone, the angles he was getting. It was like if a drone was filming it, and then he was behind her watching her. And I don't know. It seems odd. I've never dreamed in drone before. But who knows, I'm not saying it couldn't happen. Then, the Brofest really kicked into high gear as they talked about they're proud to call each other friends and they're proud to be brothers in Christ. Like I said, I'm not going to, Harley, come on, man. I'm in the middle of a video. Don't start that. Come on. Chill out. And, who knows, man? Maybe they're legitimate friends and I don't know. I'm not gonna make fun of that kind of stuff, because I don't know. I don't know the two. Maybe they are. Then Benny talks about Dawn's made him a better man. He's a better man for knowing Dawn. Then Benny talks about how he's proud of himself. Kind of odd to say you're proud of yourself, but hey, good for you. Happy for you. It's nice to be proud of yourself, I'd assume. I don't know, I've been proud of myself before, I guess. I haven't told everybody how proud of myself I was, but it's a tactic. It's a tactic you can use, brother. Dawn's very beautiful soul, Benny says. Then it was like a 5-minute evangelical rant, but I don't know what's in people's hearts, so I'm not going to say it was a rant, but it was 5 minutes of religious speak. Dawn goes over once again. He feels like she's been taken far, far away. I don't know. I don't know why he felt like that from second one, but, I could see maybe thinking that now after 6 months. So, could have been. Benny apologizes to Dawn for not always being graceful. Dawn returns the sentiment for not always being graceful. Telling you, this was like a bro fest from beginning to end. These guys are tight, it would seem. Then Benny would like to apologize for all the other YouTubers who haven't been as graceful. I'd like to say thank you for apologizing for me, because I'm probably not going to be doing it myself. So thanks. Thanks, man. Including me. You said all YouTubers. I'm a YouTuber. So, thank you. Thank you. Then he explains how everybody needs to start making their YouTube videos. And he's got steps and other things. And I'll take it into consideration. Then the Bro Fest comes to an end with, I love you. I love you too, man. I love you more. Hardly possible. Nah, it didn't go that far. They did tell each other they loved each other. And I have a feeling, had they been in the same room, we were going to get one of these. And maybe even one of these. It was a Bro Fest, dude. I don't know. It was eerie. 40 minutes of eerie. If you want to watch it yourself, go for it. There is a part 2. I couldn't do part 1 and part 2 back to back, because I think part 2 is about as long as part 1. And let's just say I had a case of irritable bowel syndrome, possibly, by the time I got all the way through it. I'm just keeping it real. if there's nothing else you're going to get on JDTC, you're going to get the honest feeling I have when I watch things. It was a lot. Tell me what you guys think. Is this a bro fest for the ages, or what do y'all think? Or is it just like one more YouTuber trying to keep Don out there so he can get some views? I don't know. I'm not here to judge.